is a great man who makes every man feel small. But the real great man is the man who makes every man feel great. A very good morning to each one of you. Stay home, stay safe. Students, today we shall start with our fourth unit, Bipin Chaudhary's Lapse of Memory. It is a humorous, that is comedy story about a man named Bipin Chaudhary who was made to think that he had completely lost his memory of a certain period in his life. Let's go for the introduction. Let's start. First one. Before you read, do you have a good memory? Has your memory ever played any tricks on you? Forgetfulness often puts you in a tight spot, but forgetting a part of your life completely may drive you crazy. In the story, Bipin Babu goes nearly crazy because he cannot recollect his stay at Ranchi. He has never been to Ranchi. He insists, though there are many witnesses to the contrary. What is the suspense all about? So here in this particular story, students, Bipin Babu, who in reality who had never gone to Ranchi, but he is being convinced by other witnesses, other people, no, you had been to Ranchi. And how this is played, now let's go in detail. Every Monday, on his way back from work, Bipin Chaudhary would drop in at Kali Charan's in New Market to buy books. So he used to go in the shop. Where? In New Market. In which store? Kali Charan's. To buy a book. Crime stories, ghost stories, and thrillers. So which books he used to take? Crime, ghost, or thrillers. Okay, thrill means what? Action movies and all you have seen. So thrill, suspense. He had to buy at least 5 at a time to last him through the week. So here in a week he used to read around 5 books. So he has to purchase that. He lived alone, was not a good mixer, had few friends, and didn't like spending time in idle chair. So here, this particular man, he never wasted his time here and there. So he used to entertain himself or to refresh himself. He used to purchase the books and he used to sit at home or anywhere, and then he used to read those things, read those books. Today at Kali Charan's, Bipin Babu had the feeling that someone was observing him from close quarters. Now, what happened? Bipin Babu went to the shop of Kali Charan's. At that moment, what did he notice? That while purchasing or while looking at the book, someone was staring him. He turned around and found himself looking at a round-faced, meek-looking man who now broke into a smile. So here he saw a quiet and humble man watching him. Now here, when he saw, and that particular man, when he gave a smile, here the question was asked, I don't suppose you recognize me. Have we met before? Asked Bipin Babu. So here, first initially the man asked, don't you recognize me? Then the Bipin Babu also said, he also was confused, and so he asked him whether we met before. Now, the man looked greatly surprised. We met every day for a whole week. I arranged for a car to take you to the Hudru Falls. In 1958 in Ranchi, my name is Parimal Ghosh. So here, this particular man who arrived in Bipin Babu's life today in Kali Charan's shop, so suddenly he tells Bipin Babu that in 1958 we together were there for around a week. Where were they? in Hudru Falls, near Hudru Falls. And this particular man had arranged the car too. So here, this one, Bipin Babu was surprised to hear, and then the next dialogue he says, Ranchi. Now, Bipin Babu realized that it was not he, but this man who was making a mistake. So here, Bipin Babu, when he recollected his memory, then he understood that he had never gone to Ranchi. So he felt that this man would be misunderstanding about him. Bipin Babu had never been to Ranchi. He had been at the point of going several times but never made it. Means what, he wanted to go, he arranged also, but was never able to go there. He smiled and said, Do you know who I am? So Bipin Babu asked, Do you know that who am I? The man raised his eyebrows, bit his tongue, and said, Do I know you? Who doesn't know Bipin Chaudhary? So here the other man only, that is Parimal Ghosh only. What was the name of this man? Parimal Ghosh. He only is asking that who won't be knowing you. Bipin Babu now turned towards the bookshelves and said, Still you are making a mistake. One often does. I have never been to Ranchi. The man now laughed aloud. So here the man, what he said, no, you had been there. But Bipin Babu, like example, if I tell you, have you gone to Mount Everest? You will say no. But I'm saying no. You were there. I met you. We were living for a week over there. So will you trust that? No. So same thing happened with Bipin Babu also. Why? Because he had never ever gone there. The man now laughed aloud. What are you saying, Mr. Chaudhary? You had a fall. Means what? He had fallen down in Hudru and cut your right knee. Means what? He is talking about the old incident, that when he is telling to Bipin Babu that when you came to Hudru Fall, at that moment you had a fall, and what happened? You got injured on your right knee. I brought you iodine. So what did he bring? He brought iodine to apply on his this one, where he got apply on the right knee. I had fixed up a car for you to go to Netherhut the next day, but you couldn't because of the pain in the knee. So here, what he had done, Parimal Ghosh had arranged when they were in Ranchi. At that moment, Parimal Ghosh had arranged a car, and the next day, Bipin Babu was supposed to go to Netherhut. Netherhut is the name of a place. So here, Parimal Ghosh is asking to Bipin Babu. What is he asking? Can't you recall anything? Someone else you must know was also in Ranchi at that time. Mr. Dinesh Mukherjee. You stayed in a bungalow. You said you didn't like hotel food and would prefer to have your meals cooked by a bawarchi. So here, what is he telling? That about that incident he is recollecting, Parimal Ghosh, and telling to Bipin Babu that when you were there, you told that you didn't like what? To live in hotel, and so you had arranged a bawarchi also. Okay, a cook. Mr. Mukherjee stayed with his sister. You had a big argument about the moon landing. Remember? I will tell you more. You always carried a bag with your books in it on your sightseeing trips. So whenever you were taken outside, at that moment you used to remove your books and you used to read. And he had an argument with whom? Dinesh Mukherjee, about the moon landing. Am I right or not? So some of the memories he is talking about, or some of the incident he is talking about Bipin Babu, that these things had happened. Bipin Babu spoke quietly, his eyes still on the books. Which month? In 1958. Are you talking about? The man said October. No, sir, said Bipin Babu. I spent puja in 58, that is 1958, with a friend in Kanpur. You are making a mistake. Good day. So here what happens? Bipin Babu still doesn't trust that he had gone to Ranchi. And so he's telling that you whatever you are saying, it's not true. Now here what happens after that? But the man didn't go, nor did he stop talking. Very strange. One evening I had tea with you in a veranda of your bungalow. You spoke about your family. You said you had no children and that you had lost your wife 10 years ago. Your only brother had died insane. Insane means mad. Means his Bipin Babu's brother died. Why? Died? Why? Because he was mad. Insane means mad. Which is why you didn't want to visit the mental hospital in Ranchi. So he didn't why he didn't go to Ranchi mental hospital. Why? Because his brother was no more. Now, so some of the incident he recollected. Parimal Ghosh recollected the memories or during that period and told to Bipin Babu. What were the things? That he had no children and what his wife died 10 years ago. And what was the third thing? That he didn't want to go to the hospital, that is mental hospital. Why? Because his brother was no more and who died. Why? Because he was insane, who was mad. When Bipin Babu had paid for the books and was leaving the shop, the man was still looking at him in utter disbelief. Utter disbelief, to be surprised, to be stunned. How is it possible? He thought. Bipin Babu's car was safely parked in Bertram's street by the Lighthouse Cinema. He told the driver as he got into the car, just drive by the Ganga, will you? Sitaram. Driving up the Strand Road, Bipin Babu regretted having paid so much attention to the intruder. Intruder means what? Parimal Ghosh. That why I gave more attention to Parimal Ghosh, whatever he was talking, why I took interest and why I was listening to him, he felt. He had never been to Ranchi, no questions about it. It was inconceivable that he should forget such an incident which took place only 6 or 7 years ago. He had an excellent memory, so he knew that his memory was very good, and this was not true that he had gone to Ranchi. So he didn't want to take more interest in that particular thing. Now here further, unless Bipin Babu's head reeled, but still someone tells you that yes, I met you yesterday, and you really didn't meet that person, but when still it will go on for some time in your mind. Same thing happened over here. The incident again reeled and reeled in his mind. Now the next page, page number 63, I'm reading. Was he losing his mind? But how could that be? He was working daily in his office. It was a big firm and he was doing a responsible job. He wasn't aware of anything ever going seriously wrong. Only today he spoke for half an hour at an important meeting, and yet, so here, still Bipin Babu didn't trust on that man, that is Parimal Ghosh. Why? Because he knew that he is doing a responsible job in a big firm, and since 25 years he's working over here. So how is it true that he had gone to Ranchi? And if he had gone also, how could he forget about that incident? And he stayed also, he's saying. So here everything was something different going on in his life. Now let's go further. And yet the man knew a great deal about him. So how could the man knew about Bipin Babu? So he was stunned, he was surprised. How? He even seemed to know some intimate details. Means how did he know about his life? How did he know about his brother? How did he know about that he had no son? How did he know about he had a wife who had died and who was no more? So everything was a being puzzle for Bipin Babu. He knew about the books. Now, what were things he knew? Let's see. The bag of books he knew. Wife's death he knew. Brother's insanity, madness. The only mistake was about his having gone to Ranchi. Means everything was true. But he's telling that he had gone to Ranchi. Only that is wrong, that he had never gone to Ranchi. Not a mistake, a deliberate lie. Means what? He knew Bipin Babu. No, that is 100%. I never gone to that. In 1958, during the pujas, that is Durga pujas and all, he was in Kanpur at his friend Haridas Bakchi's place. Students, you have to know the names. That is, his friend's name was Hari Das Bakchi. Okay, so he feels that he had gone to Kanpur during the Durga Puja's time in 1958. All Bipin Babu had to do was write to no, there was no way of writing to Haridas. So he felt initially that he should write to Haridas Bakchi, that whether he had gone on. But then again he felt, no, I had not gone, then why I should write? Bipin Babu suddenly remembered that Haridas had left his wife for Japan some weeks ago and he didn't have his address. So here Haridas had made a move where to Japan to leave his wife over there, and then he had not been in contact with him. And right now, Bipin Babu didn't knew where he was. Next para. But where was the need for proof? He himself was fully aware that he hadn't been to Ranchi, and that was correct. That was true. That he had never been to Ranchi. Then why to hunt out all these details again? The river breeze was bracing, stimulating, and making a move from one place to another. And yet a slight discomfort lingered in Bipin Babu's mind. Means everything was very nice, pleasant climate, but still, again, back the thing came. About what? A visit to Ranchi. Around Hastings, Bipin Babu decided to roll up his trousers and take a look at his right knee. So he felt, no, I should look at my knee. So here, Hastings is the name of a place, particular place. And when the car reaches over there, at that moment, what happens? Bipin Babu, you can see in the picture also that Bipin Babu makes his trousers little up to check on his right knee whether he got a fall or not, or whether he got injured or not. There was the mark of an old inch long cut, so he could see a long mark. It was impossible to tell when the injury had occurred, so he was not knowing when it had happened. Had he never had a fall as a boy and a cut to his knee? He tried to recall such an incident but couldn't. So he tried to again think about that incident, that when he got when he got a cut on his knee. So he was thinking. Then what happened? Then Bipin Babu suddenly thought of Dinesh Mukherjee. The man had said that Dinesh was in Ranchi at the same time. The best thing surely would be to ask him. He lived quite near in Benin Street. So which street he was living at that particular time? Benin Nandan Street. What about going right now? So he felt, no, better I should go to Dinesh and I should ask. But then, if he had really never been to Ranchi, what would Dinesh think if Bipin Babu asks for a confirmation to agree whether really I had gone? It should be, if yes, then it is a confirmation. He would probably conclude Bipin Babu was going nuts, and if it is untrue, then he will think that Bipin Babu is losing his memory or becoming mad. Okay? No. It would be ridiculous to ask him. It would be a crazy thing to ask him. And he knew how ruthless Dinesh sarcasm could be. Sarcasm, irony, or truth. And why? Because some people, when you talk to them, they are very rude, but that is the truth they speak, and that really pinches you. So in the same manner, Bipin Babu didn't want to, in reality, go to Dinesh. Why? Because whenever you talk, he would talk in such a manner that it may pinch you. So yeah, but still, what happens? Let's see. Drinking a cold drink in his air-conditioned living room, Bipin Babu felt at ease again. Ease that no, I should go back again and check it out whether it's such a nuisance. Just because they have nothing else to do, they go about getting into other people's hair. Means what? Unnecessarily, this Parimal Ghosh, I was very nicely living a wonderful life, and this particular man suddenly came into his life and made his life miserable. So he felt like that. After dinner, snuggling in bed, snuggling to make a move from one place to another. You are not able to sleep. You try to sleep, but you don't feel like sleeping. Something goes on in your head. In the same manner, it happened. After dinner, snuggling in bed with one of the new thrillers, means he was reading, he was trying to read books, but was not able to concentrate on that. Bipin Babu forgot all about the man in New Market. Next day in the office, Bipin Babu noticed that with every passing hour, the previous day's encounter was occupying more and more of his mind. So next day he tries to concentrate on his work, but he is not able to concentrate. Why? Because the previous day he had encountered, he had met a man, and that man had told an incident which had happened in his life, and which he feels that it had never happened in his life. If the man knew so much about Bipin Babu, how could he make such a mistake about the Ranchi trip? So, if he knew about Bipin Babu, that is himself, then why is telling one thing wrong about the Ranchi trip? He felt. Just before lunch, Bipin Babu decided to ring up Dinesh Mukherjee. It was better to settle the question over the phone. At least the embarrassment that is a puzzle on his face wouldn't show. Means what? All this horror thing which is going on in his life, or all these odd things which are going in his life will go away. So he feels 2, 3, 5, 6, 1, 6. So he dials the number. And what happens? Bipin Babu dialed the number. Hello, is that Dinesh? This is Bipin here. Well, what's the news? I just wanted to find out if you recalled an incident which took place in 1958. 1958? What incident? Were you in Calcutta right through that year? That's the first thing I have got to know. Means I want to know that were you present in Kolkata in 58? Wait just a minute. 58? Just let me check in my diary. For a minute, there was a silence. And what happens after that? Bipin Babu could feel that his heartbeat had gone up. Means what? Becoming restless. What will be the answer this Dinesh Babu is going to give? He was sweating a little. Hello? Yes, I have got it. I had been out twice. So Dinesh Babu had gone twice over there. Where? Once in February, nearby to Krishnanagar to the nephew's wedding, and then. But you would know about this one, the trip to Ranchi. He is talking about that he once in February he had gone to Krishnanagar for nephew's wedding. But the other one he is telling that we had gone to I had gone to Ranchi, but you would be knowing because you were there. You were there too. That's all. But what's all this sleuthing investing about? Why are you investing again about Ranchi, which we had gone prior? No, I just wanted to know. Anyway, thanks. So here he keeps the phone call. Bipin Babu slammed to keep in angry, or in a when you don't have a good mood at the moment, how you bang your phone in the same manner. Bipin Babu slammed the receiver down and gripped his head in his hands. Means what? To put your hand in both the take both the hands, make a cup of that, and put your hand in that, and then to be sad or to be thinking for a long period. In the same manner, Bipin Babu did. Gripped his head with his hands. He felt his head swimming. A chill seemed to spread over his body. There were sandwiches in his tiffin box, but he didn't eat them. he had lost his appetite. Means what? Everything good is there, but when you are in tension, you don't feel like eating. So here he feels, I never gone to Ranchi, but all are saying that yes, you have gone to Ranchi. So it was a big puzzlement for him. Now we shall go for the third part. After lunchtime, Bipin Babu realized that he couldn't possibly carry on sitting at his desk and working, means he couldn't concentrate on his work. This had never happened in 25 years he had been with the firm. He had a reputation for being a tireless, conscientious worker, means a hard worker. Okay, a person who is careful in his work and does his work correctly. But today his head was in a real, means about he was confused. Next para. Back home at 2:30, Bipin Babu lay down in bed and tried to gather his wits together to make himself more stronger. He knew that it was possible to lose one's mind through an injury in the head, but he didn't know of a single instances of someone remembering anything except one particular incident, and a fairly recent and significant of that one at that. He had always wanted to go to Ranchi, to have gone there, done things, and not to remember was something utterly impossible. Means what here? What he is when he goes back to from the office, he goes back at 2:30 to his home, and then he when he sleeps on his bed, then he recollects. But he feels that I had done my work perfectly, everything is going on in his life perfectly, but only one thing was that about Rachi, the trip to Rachi. So when he is recollecting his memory, there's nothing about Ranchi. He wanted to go, he knew, but he had never gone. Thinking about it, he was feeling more and more uneasy. Now, yeah, what happens after that? At 7:30, Bipin Babu's servant came and announced, Chunni Babu, sir, says it's very important. Means what? Chunni Babu had come and he wanted to talk to you, something important. Bipin Babu knew what Chunni had come for. Means what? He knew about Chunni Babu. Chunni Lal had been at school with him. Means what? They were schoolmates. When they were small, they were together in one only school. He would have been a rough time lately and had been coming to see him about a job. Means what? Right now Chunilal was not having a job, and for job Chunilal had come. Bipin Babu knew it was not possible to do anything for him, and in fact told him so. Means what? Bipin Babu Chunilal had told to Bipin Babu to search for a job for him, but directly Bipin Babu told Chunni Babu that he was not able to find a job for him on his face only, and that was a big pinch for, or that was a very bad thing for Chunni. But Chunni kept turning up like a bad penny. Means again and again, still Chunni Lal was coming to Bipin Babu that whether he had hunted a job for him or not. Let's go further. Bipin Babu sent word that not only was it not possible for him to see Chunni now, but not in several weeks. Means what? He didn't want to meet him for weeks and weeks. But as soon as the servant stepped out of the room, it struck Bipin Babu that Chunni might remember something about the 58, that is 1958's trip. There was no harm in asking him. So here he felt that he would be knowing something. Chunilal would be knowing about the 1958 Ranchi trip. He felt. So here Bipin Babu hurried down. So he goes very fast. Bipin Babu gets up from the bed and goes down. Bipin Babu hurried down the stairs and into the living room. Chunni was about to leave, but seeing Bipin Babu appear, he turned round hopefully. So here, when what happened when the servant told Chunila that yes, he is not ready to come down. So and he is not interested to meet him. After that, Chunilal was supposed to move, but when Bipin Babu came and suddenly appeared in front of him, he felt no, he would have found some job for him or something. But what happens further? Let's see. Bipin Babu didn't beat about the bush. Means what? It's an idiom. Came straight to the point. Means what? Directly point to point, they started talking. Listen, Chunni, I want to ask you something. You have a good memory, and you have been seeing me off and on. Means we had met again and again, now and then, for a long time. Just throw your mind back to recall an event, and tell me, did I go to Ranchi in 1958? Then Chunni said, 1958? It must have been 1958, or was it 1959? So here he is acting as if during that period he had gone. Let's see what happens now. You are sure that I did go to Ranchi? Chunni's look of amazement, surprisement was not unmixed with worry. Do you mean you have doubts about having gone at all? Did I go? Do you remember clearly? Chunni sat down on the sofa, fixed Bipin Babu with a long, hard stare to look at one's face, and said, Bipin, have you taken to drugs or something? As far as I know, you had a clean record where such things were concerned. I know that old friendships don't mean much to you, but at least you had a good memory. You can't really mean that you have forgotten about the Ranchi trip. Bipin Babu had to turn away from Chunni's incredulous stare. Do you remember incredulous stare? To gaze at one in a disbelief manner. So here, do you remember what my last job was? Asked Chunilal. Of course, you worked in a travel agency. You remember that. And you don't remember that it was I who fixed up your railway booking for Ranchi. I went to the station to see you off. Means what? While going, I came till the station to say goodbye to you. One of the fans in your compartment in the train, what happened? One of the fan was not working. I got an electrician. I brought an electrician to fix it. Have you forgotten everything? Means what? Yeah, even Chunilal was knowing that he had gone to Ranchi. Only Bipin Babu was not knowing that he had gone. I had got an electrician to fix. Have you forgotten everything? Whatever is the matter with you? You don't look too well, you know. Means what? From your face, that it is when I see to you that you are not looking comfortable, Chunilal told to Bipin Babu. Bipin Babu sighed and shook his head. I have been working too hard, he said at last. That must be the reason. Must see about consulting a specialist. Doubtless, it was Bipin's condition which made Chunilal leave without mentioning anything about a job. Means what here? Chunilal goes home back. He doesn't talk about this time. He doesn't talk about his job. Why? Because he feels that Bipin Babu's condition was getting worse. Now here, what happens after that? Paresh Chanda was a young physician with a pair of bright eyes and a sharp nose. He became thoughtful when he heard about Bipin Babu's symptoms. Now here what happens? Babu goes to a young physician named Paresh Chanda, and he tells about his Ranchi trip. He talks about whatever, that how Parimal Ghosh was knowing, Dinesh Mukherjee was knowing, and even Chunnilal's also incident he would have told. And now what happens after that? Bipin Babu's symptoms when Paresh Chanda hears, he says, Look, Dr. Chanda, said Bipin Babu desperately, you must cure me of this horrible illness. I can't tell you how it's affecting my work. Means what? He was not able to sleep, eat, or anything. So day by day it was getting worse. Now here, what happens? Dr. Chanda shook his head. Now being a doctor, what did he say? Let's see. You know what, Mr. Chaudhary, that is Bipin Chaudhary, the doctor is telling to whom? To Bipin Chaudhary. He said, I have never had to deal with a case such as yours. Means what? He had never heard such a case in his life. Who had never heard? Dr. Chanda had never heard. Frankly, this is a quite outside my field of experience. But I have one suggestion. I don't know if it will work, but it's worth a try. It can do no harm. So here, this one, Paresh Chanda, that is doctor, is giving a tip, that is giving a suggestion to Bipin Chaudhary. That let's see what is he giving. Bipin Babu leaned to bend forward anxiously, eagerly. Now here he is telling, Dr. Chanda is telling, as far as I can make out, said Dr. Chanda, and I think you are of the same opinions. Means what I feel, I think so you also would be agreeing to that. You must have been to Ranchi, but due to some unknown reason, the entire episode has slipped out of your mind. What I suggest is that you go to Ranchi once again. The sight of the place may remind you of your trip. This is not impossible. More than that, I cannot do at the moment. I am prescribing a nerve tonic and a tranquilizer, a medicine to reduce stress or depression and anxiety. Sleep is essential, or the symptoms will get more pronounced. So here what happens? Dr. Paresh Chanda tells to Bipin Babu, better to go to Ranchi and to check whether you had gone or not. So, and at the same moment, he is giving some tonic also and a tranquilizer also, so that the tension and depression should reduce. Bipin Babu felt somewhat better the next morning. After breakfast, he rang up his office, gave some instructions, and then procured to get a first class ticket for Ranchi for the same evening. Then he Then he takes a ticket and then he makes a move to Ranchi. According to Dr. Chanda, he again visits Ranchi. Now, what happens to Ranchi? Let's see. Getting off the train at Ranchi next morning, he realized at once that he had never been there before. He came out of the station, took a taxi, and drove around the town for a while. He realized that the streets, the buildings, the hotels, the bazaars, the Morbadi Hill, with none of these had he the slightest acquaintances, means he had never been there. After visiting over there, when he saw the market and everything nearby places, he understood he had never been there. After that, he thinks about one thing. What was the thing? Let's see. Would a trip to Hudro Falls help? So, as prior, it was told to him that he had a fall at Hudro Falls and injured his knee. So he feels that no, once I'll go and visit that particular place also, and so he makes a move. He didn't believe so, but at the same time, he didn't wish to leave with the feeling that he hadn't tried enough. So he wishes to go there, because otherwise later on when he comes back again to his own native place, he will again feel the whole life he'll feel no. Once he would have gone to Hudro Falls to check out whether he had been there, he would have regretted. So he goes to Hudro Falls also to check whether he had gone to Ranchi and to see everything. So he arranged for a car and left for Hudro in the afternoon. At 5 o'clock the same afternoon in Hudro, two Gujarati gentlemen from a group of picnickers discovered Bipin Babu lying unconscious beside a boulder. So here what happens? At 5 o'clock in the afternoon, two picnickers were there. They found Bipin Babu unconscious. Means what? He was fainted, and they noticed that thing. And next to where he fainted? Next to a boulder, a big rock. So here, after that, what happens? When he came around, means what? When he woke up from after that, what happened? The first thing Bipin Babu said was, "I'm finished. There's no hope left." Means he became hopeless about thinking all this thing. After that, next morning, Bipin Babu was back in Kolkata. He realized that there was truly no hope for him. Soon he would lose everything: his will to work, his confidence, his ability, his balance of mind. So here, now what happened, students? He became very, very hopeless. He became very, very despair. That is sad. Was he going to end up in the asylum act? Means, is he going to be a man who forgets things now and then? He feels like his brother who became mad. Oh, so asylum means what? Mental hospital, students. So he feels, was he going to end up in the asylum act? That means what? At an old age, is he going to be in the hospital or what? Bipin Babu couldn't think anymore. Back home, he rang up Dr. Chanda and asked him to come over. Then, after a shower, he got into bed with an ice bag clamped on his head. Just then, the servant brought him a letter which someone had left in the letter box. So here, what happens after that? He comes and he calls to Dr. Chanda to come and meet him, to give a visit. So here, before Chanda came, he took a shower and went to his bed, and with the ice bag on his head. Why? Because his head was paining, and so he took the cold ice bag, and so that he can feel little bit better. But while he was taking a nap, what happened? The servant came and gave him a letter from the letter box. The color of the envelope, let's see what it was. A greenish envelope with his name in red ink on it. Above the name, it was said urgent and confidential. So on the letter, what was written? Urgent and confidential. Confidential, private one. No one could read it except that person to whom it belonged. In spite of his condition, Bipin Babu had a feeling that he ought to go through the letter. Means, even though he was not keeping well at that particular moment, still he couldn't control himself and he wanted to read what was written in it. So what he did? He tore open the envelope and took out the letter. This is what he read. So now I'm reading the letter, what was written in that. So here, dear Bipin, I had no idea that affluence, prosperity, or richness would bring about the kind of change in you that it has done. Was it so difficult for you to help out an old friend down on his luck? I have no money, so my resources are limited. What I have is imagination, a part of which I used in retribution of your unfeeling behavior. Well, you will be all right again now. A novel I have written is being considered by the publisher. If he likes it enough, it will see me through the next few months. Yours, Chunilal. So here, what happens, students? That Chunilal writes a letter to Bipin and he writes on that urgent and confidential. And now what is written in the letter? That when Chunilal needed a job, Bipin Babu, being a friend of him, a schoolmate of him, didn't help him. So to retaliate him, to show the Bipin Babu had showed his rudeness. When he required some money, he didn't have anything. He had only imagination, and to teach a lesson to Bipin for his rudeness, he had planned. So he writes over, therefore, his unfeeling behavior, he had done this thing to him. And after that, what is he writing? He had written a novel, and right now it is being given to the publisher. If he likes it, then he will be, for some months, he will be having money and it will go on. But what he required, Chunilal required a job so that there shouldn't be any problem in his life. Now, after that, after some time, what happens? Dr. Chanda comes. When Dr. Chanda came, Bipin Babu said, I am fine. It all came back as soon as I got off the train at Ranchi. So here, Bipin Babu is giving an excuse to Chanda, not telling the truth. Why? Because otherwise she'll come to know how he had behaved with his friend. So he is giving an excuse over there that when he went to Hudru Fall, when he was unconscious, at that moment he got hurt on his hip. So here what is this saying? When Dr. Chanda came, Bipin Babu said, "I'm fine." It all came back as soon as I got off the train at Ranchi. Means what, he recollected his memory back. So after on that, what Dr. Chanda is saying, a unique case, said Dr. Chanda. I shall certainly write about it in a medical journal. So here she says that such a case had never happened, and so I'm going to write in the medical journal about this case, an extraordinary case. Last para, students, the reason why I sent for you, means why I called you, said Bipin Babu, is that I have a pain in the hip from a fall I had in Ranchi. If you could prescribe a painkiller. So a funny excuse is giving that when I was unconscious in Ranchi at that moment, I had a fall, and due to that there is a pain. So give me some, prescribe me some medicine. So here this comedy humorous story is written by whom? Satyajit Ray. Thank you, students.